Hi, welcome to Made to Heal with Angela Brown. So, I'm going to talk about a topic called endometriosis. Endometriosis, they call it a woman's working disease. And I figure I probably had it as a teen, didn't know I had it until after I had my third baby. I will get into endometriosis here in a bit. I want to introduce to you my 12-week online course for ages 18 on up. It is a course that will help heal spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. For so long, was stuck and I struggled with my physical health. I struggled with my spiritual, emotional, and mental health. I had childhood trauma that I didn't know how to get past. I didn't know how to work through. I never went to counseling. Counseling financially wasn't an option for me. I'm sure I could have if I did it through my church, but I didn't go that route. But I was struggling and I had suicidal thoughts and depression for 30 plus years. Now, was it constant, the both of them? No. But depression probably was a lot worse. And out of my 8 children, 5 of the pregnancies after I had had the baby, I dealt with postpartum depression, which is depression on steroids, is what I tell people. It was awful. And so I was stuck and I didn't know how to get past the emotions of anger and frustration and just really taking on all these generational things too on top of my own, and I didn't know how to get past it. Well, I hit rock bottom, and literally, I was told that happiness did not come from outside myself. It didn't come through a house, cars, things, or people around me and how they behaved, which was what I thought. I I thought, well, when my kids start listening to me, I'll be happy. When my husband does this and stops doing this, I'll be happy. And that was just not the case. And God taught me that happiness came from within. And it was that moment when I hit rock bottom, I was not happy. And I pretty much told God, you are going to have to show me what this looks like because I'm not happy and I don't know how to be happy and where I get happiness from. So I have been on this journey the last going on 9 years, and I have learned some beautiful things. And I don't get depression, and I don't have suicidal thoughts. And God has healed me holistically. He has given me the tools to be able to help myself when I am in a funk. When things get going, life happens, hard things happen. Even though I have the tools, hard things happen. But since I have the tools, I don't fall into depression for days, weeks, months, years. I feel my emotions and I let hours process through them rather than days, weeks, and months. And so this is important and it's huge. And I know that God has created all of us to heal spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. And I didn't love myself. I didn't have self worth, self love. And that had a huge impact on how I was parenting and how I reacted to certain situations. So it's important to know that you can move forward in a healthy way if you feel stuck. Maybe you feel like you're doing pretty good spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically, but you don't know what your life purpose and mission is. You're just doing the same thing over and over, day in. I have a lot of tools and techniques to help propel you forward and to live your purpose and mission with joy and happiness. So click on that link. It's a live Zoom class every Monday for 12 weeks. And it starts June 9th and goes to September 24th. And it's an hour to an hour and a half, fun, close, intimate conversations of how to move forward, and then homework, not a lot of homework, but just homework to get you thinking and working on select areas. And then you get a one-on-one phone call with me, and we go over targeted areas that you want to improve on. Okay, let's talk about endometriosis. So I did not find out that I had endometriosis until after I had my third child. When she was about a year and a half, I thought, well, I think I'm ready to get pregnant again. I would love to have another baby, but I couldn't get pregnant. And I went to the doctor, and I wanted another baby, but financially I was just like, maybe that's not the thing to do. I went to the doctor and I couldn't figure out what it was, but I had known I suffered some severe cramping, monthly cramping that doubled me over and put me in quite a bit of pain. And I just wanted to get to the root of it. So I went to the doctor, and the doctor said, well, you have a lot of cysts on your ovaries. And so And I'm like, okay, so what does that mean? And he said, well, we can either do surgery and remove them, or you can get pregnant. Well, getting pregnant, I wasn't quite ready to jump into that yet. And so I just held off for a little bit, and I just said, so what does that mean, cysts on my ovaries? And the doctor had told me, well, there's a term called endometriosis. I can't say you have endometriosis until we go in there and you have this surgery to remove these cysts. And so I was just like, okay, I'm in my early 20s. And I said, okay, you're telling me I have endometriosis, but you can't say I have endometriosis because I have to undergo a surgery before you can say I have endometriosis to remove these cysts. And he said, yeah, pretty much. And I just said, we're done here. I didn't have $15,000 at the time to have surgery. And so I just kind of walked away feeling really frustrated. So I just thought, what do I do? Well, not long after, maybe within the next 3 to 6 months, I was invited to go to a holistic meeting. And I went to a meeting where a lady was talking about endometriosis, and she talked about the cramping and different things, the bulge in the stomach and different things that entailed that. So I one lady had also raised her hand and said, I have all these symptoms, but I got to tell you, I my baby is 15 and I feel fluttering in my stomach when I move it or when I lay down at night, and I know I'm not pregnant. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, like I feel the same thing, but she's brave and she raised her hand and she talked about it. And so I'm grateful for her opening her mouth. And so I'm thinking, okay, I feel the same thing. So she said, yes, endometriosis, with endometriosis, it's parasites. You have parasites within your stomach. And anyway, she said, yeah, just go on this parasite cleanse and that will get rid of that problem. So after the meeting, I just hurried and I pulled the lady that taught the class to the side and I said, look, and she was helping. She talked about how she helped women get pregnant that could not get pregnant. And so I said, look, I would like to have more kids. And by the way, I do feel flutters in my stomach. And she said, okay, just go on this parasite cleanse. Both you and your husband need to do it for just each go through a set of pills in this bottle, and then you should be pregnant within 4 to 6 weeks. And I thought, no way, but whatever, I'll try it. And what do I got to lose at this point is kind of what I was thinking. And the amount that the bottles were for pills, I want to say probably $50 between the two bottles of pill. And we were pregnant within 5 weeks. And so that was a miracle right there in itself. So sometimes we just have health issues. And since I've dealt with stomach problems from my teens on till now, it's hard to deal with when you have something that you're dealing with on a daily basis. So I loved it with endometriosis. I think the reason why I had so many kids that helped me have so many kids is I feel super good when I'm pregnant and nursing. And so usually that's what happens when a woman has endometriosis. She feels really good pregnant and nursing. And so those were really good times. But what do you do in the times where you're not pregnant and nursing? So parasite cleanse, absolutely. That's something that everybody should be doing, whether you're male or female. A parasite cleanse at least minimum 2 times a year in the spring and in the fall. You could do it 4 times a year. Every time a new season changes, you can do parasite cleanse, or at least bare minimum. I always just say springtime and fall is a great time to do parasite cleanse. So what if you're not dealing with endometriosis, but you're dealing with other stuff that you feel like is chronic and all the time? The one thing that I have felt that has helped me is to just have gratitude and count your blessings. Let's put the focus on something else, because when we're thinking about how sick we feel all the time and, oh, I feel like crap, which I do have those thoughts come almost daily, but I have to trigger my mind and say, okay, look, what are you grateful for? What can you do? And even though I am in pain, I am grateful that I can work and still, and it gets my mind off of it and my body moves in so many other decent ways that I am grateful for the health that I do have. There are people that don't have the use of arms and legs and getting them what they want done in a day. So you just focus on gratitude when you're dealing with health issues. Just focus on what it is you can do, not what you can't do, not what having your brain go back to, well, I used to be able to do this, 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 and this, and now I can't do this. It's important to just focus on what it is you can do, and changing that mind frame and your whole train of thought really helps you move forward. So count your blessings, and gratitude all day long will help you through the pain. And scientifically, it has been proven that gratitude lessens your pain. So when you switch your mind and train of thinking and the way it's going, you actually rewire your neurotransmitters in your brain, and it helps you to have a new paradigm shift and be able to move forward in a healthier way. That's how we can improve our emotional and mental state of being, is just by our thoughts. And instead of focusing on pain, we get to focus on the blessings and the miracles. Miracles happen every day, and just having gratitude for just the little things and everything helps. So God bless. Click on the link below to check out for the 12-week online class, and like and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button. Thanks. God bless. Talk to you later.